busy. You know that I've been super busy last month, so I thought we could try and catch up because I actually completely forgot to celebrate my 28 years in Japan because I was on a business trip and it completely slipped my mind. But we still have the time to celebrate. I will try and do that real soon. But today I am going to go through pictures with you, if you'd like. What is this? I see a new what is top fan. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ce truc? New things appearing on YouTube all the time. Let me see if the settings are good. C'est quoi ça? All messages are visible, I think. Ok, super. What happened? I got this idea. Well, actually, I wanted to do that when I moved, but I completely forgot. And the other day, I was looking for some stuff, and the box in which all the pictures were, the carton box had some mold on it, and I thought I have that, so I got rid of the box, and I thought this is a good opportunity to share these memories with you guys. I saw that I don't even remember. 20 years, shoot, I forgot to take my glasses. I think I can read the comments. 20 years is a long time. Yes, it is. It's more than half of my life, so that's pretty long. We have to go somewhere in town and celebrate. And I need to, yeah. One day when it's not too hot. This was taken, do you know where this is? This is one of my favorite places in Japan. This was taken in Okinawa. And that was more than 20 years ago. That was 3年かな、25年かな. That was about 6 years ago. すごいでしょ？すごいね。I can't believe that. You know. 何これ？ちょっと待ってや。Okay, no, that's a friend. I thought it was me at first. I was like, well, whose baby am I holding? It's not me, actually. It's a friend who has a dress that looks very much like mine. Like one that I used to have. Okay. Because you know that here it's so hot that even in our countries, I guess that if we don't move pictures regularly, they get stuck together, which is a pity. Alors ça c'est quoi? Oh my god. I'm not in Japan. See, these pictures are getting stuck. So young. これいつや？ちょっと待って。I think I was visiting Alsace with some Japanese friends. Yes, it is. So this is Naomi, who is alas, she passed away beginning of her 50s. She got cancer, so she's not here anymore. And this is Alima-san, Aliling. Oh my god, I need to send him a picture Even Ali Ling is so young. Good memories. Ça c'est quoi? Ça, this is when Naomi got married, I think. If I put my hair all back, fais voir. I think that I haven't changed that much. It's just that the skin is not so smooth, né? Mais bon, putain, c'est toujours moi, quoi. I think I'm lucky to say that people can recognize me even 25 years later. What do you say? Des chauds? Still me. Ah là là. Korewa Doko Kana. Well, I don't know where this is, but that was a big tree. Still in Alsace. Almost 30 years and you're getting... Ah, thank you, Thug. You know how to talk to women. C'est comme le bon vin. You know how we say that's some... Non, je devrais pas dire ça. I'm not saying that to myself, but... In France, we say that some people age. Attends, c'est quoi le truc? Some people are like good wine. They age well. We have this saying in France. This is in Cotteret at my sister's with some friends. Ah, okay. Attends, I don't see. Usually they used to put the dates, the printing dates on pictures, didn't they? Bon, c'est pas grave. Ok, ça c'est quoi? That's blurred. That's the same. Fais voir. Je sais pas où j'étais là. If I saw these pictures, my sister is going to kill me. And I have shown before. Bon, ça c'est à Paris. Ça c'est toujours happy. Tana. Opera. Paris Opera. Okay. We are through this. Aloha from Honolulu. Ne? Suka, that's the same comment. Ah, Linda, I didn't see your comment. It's a long time. Arigato. Daniel and Yuka, sorry I missed some comments. Hi guys. Fais voir, j'ai combien de personnes qui regardent. Attention, tomate. Ouah. 7 people watching. Yes. Alors, the thing is that, guys... Attention, tomate. Maybe I should have warned you before. Tu veux pas venir dire bonjour, bébé boy? It's okay. I can show you. Maybe the real man of the house will come and say hi. Today, Momo is getting a surgery. So I thought you could keep me company. I dropped her. Viens bébé. Tu veux venir ou tu vas faire dodo? Viens mon cœur. Oui, No, he doesn't want to come. Edouard. Edouard. Bon. Because... Attends, mince. Because she had some breathing issues, like problems with her sinuses, and it turns out that she has a hole in her gums. So when she would be eating or drinking, you know, some stuff could go through her nose, and so that wasn't good. Also, she has only 6 teeth left, but 3 of the teeth are just like super bad, so the vet is going to just pull out 3 of the teeth probably and clean the others. And I asked him to microchip her while she will be, you know, as she'll be under anesthesia. She's okay, but the thing is that, you know, surgery is never 100%. Well, the vet told me, you know, the risk of this surgery is below 1%. So, but you know, we never know in life, but I know she will be okay. I found some Japanese pictures. This was nice. This was when I was doing some jobs for TV Asahi. This is a good shot. These are some of my favorite pictures. I still have this yukata. It's probably smelling of humidity. Of course, doing what I do best, eating. Ça, c'est une jolie photo. This picture is pretty popular. I think I put it last year on Instagram, like 27 years in Japan, and that was the cover picture, and I got a lot of likes. I think I've never got so many likes. Thank you very much. Probably like almost 300 or something. I should check out. I should do modeling jobs again sometimes, you know, like every 2 months. It's nice because you get to do activities that you usually don't do, well, at least in my case. Go to new places. And to me, it's like in Nagoya. That was so nice. So that was a modeling job. And I've got extra. And it was nice. I hadn't done that in a long time, and I thought this is nice because I get to travel for free. Well, it's good when you have a good team. And I was really lucky because I had a really good team. And it was super hot, but you know. And I had someone to do my makeup, which is great. Those times I never had someone to do my makeup, so that was my makeup. But you know, when you're young, you don't really need. Well, I think when you get older, actually, it depends on the people, but I think that if you put a lot of makeup, you actually look older. In my case, I look older when sometimes, you know, with TV jobs, they really put a thick layer. And I think that makes me look older than if I get a natural makeup. So many great memories, yes. And it's always nostalgic to see printed photos. Yes, and you know, this month is going to be self-care month because I've been so busy, guys, like really, really crazy busy. And I got so like, oh my God, I was like, I'm going to get sick, you know. And I had so many, like, my body was hurting. I was like, oh my God, this part, maybe I'm getting something is going wrong and blah, blah, blah. And when I came back home and now it's more quiet, all those small, well, some of the pins were like choto hardener, all gone. Jennifer is good. And I was thinking, I want to go, this is something I usually do in August, that around Aubon, people, usually there is not much work because customers are on holidays too. So I go through things at home and I try to tidy up and, you know. And I thought I want to print out some pictures of baby boy also. Tu veux venir, mon cœur? Viens dire bonjour. Our favorite pole dancer. this is nice. This is so retro. Ne? Ne. I should wear, haven't worn yukata or kimono in a long time. This is a nice shot. I look pretty. Which I didn't think at the time, which is crazy, right? I think we've discussed that before. I told you that I never thought I was pretty. And now when I see all those old pictures, and I think now you have to think that, you know, you are still not so bad, né? Because when you will see yourself in 10 years, you will be like, fuck, I was actually looking good. You know what I mean? That then this is after that we realized that we were good looking, né? So young. That was a good team. I took all those pictures. No, those pictures were taken with my camera because I've got it printed. That was a good team too. All right, BS Asahi. Okay, now I see a really old one when I was a student, guys. C'est bon, j'ai des vêtements? Yes, I am wearing clothes. I had a boyfriend who was a photographer, and to me it was really hard to try and take a pose, but very young, so you can see my red hair. Sigena. Red hair. Nice. Long red hair. ちょっとワイルドでしたね。Ça c'est old, oh my god. Old boyfriend's pictures. I don't know why you kept those pictures. Because, oh well. Allez, on keep. Oh la la. It was, seriously, I don't know how I could stay with this guy. You know that jealousy can be like, there is healthy jealousy and unhealthy jealousy, that when it becomes an obsession and it's like a sickness. And that guy was sick jealous. Oh my God. The only thing I can remember about him is just like, oh my God, just one example. When I was working at the prefectural government, we were doing those 2-3 days trips in the country, né? With colleagues. Ah putain, mais il m'a fait chier, le mec. He just got crazy before I left. It was just like sick. This is a nice one too. With my Kenzo mid-season jacket. Nice, huh? I think this is in Kyoto, maybe. And I have this jacket in France, and I don't think I can ever get rid of that one. This is the kind of cloth that will be forever vintage and beautiful. Ne? Ça, c'est honeymoon. Did you know? Okay, maybe I will retry title. It's also disclosing. Well, I don't know if some of you have I ever talked about the fact that I was married at some point. Maybe this is the first time I talk about this on YouTube. Ne? Hope you will. Lots of you will watch it. Honeymoon in. Attends, c'était où? Langkawi. Langkawi. This dress is one of the first dresses that I bought in Japan, and seriously, I kept it for something like 20 years. Even more, maybe. Kawaii kamo. Nice. It's funny because at first I was like, where is this? Is this his new pen? Because that bridge looks like a Japanese one. And voila. Kawaii. Langkawi was nice. Sassy, I don't know who this is. Ah, this is a nice shot. That's when I was shooting for Tokyo Eye a lot. And I think that's the time of my life when I was probably the most beautiful, because I was doing yoga a lot in my 30s and like really, really beautiful, I think. Which I didn't know at the time, but c'est pas grave, it's okay. Same one in color. I think we were in maybe Odaiba. That was nice. Attends, fais voir, j'ai pas de commentaires. Kirei kana? Kore janakute. Ok, nice. Bon, c'est bien, c'est sympa. But I think that there are, you know how some people are super nostalgic, oh my god, I was so good looking or whatever. But I think that at every age, there is beauty. Oh putain, attends, tout dans ma tête. Some family pictures maybe now. Arigato. Mon cousin, putain. Oh my god. And I didn't notice myself at the back. Oh putain. Ça va faire que je lui envoie. Thanks for taking the time. So that's my cousin. And this is me at the back. This is Christmas. And I probably got some underwear or no, something to sleep. Attends, fais voir le truc. Non, ça doit être une nuisette, ça. That must be some, like, something from Etam. Ça, je suis sûre que ça vient d'Etam. Mais je le reconnais trop, le truc. But when I see pictures, you know what I see? Is that there's something that never change, is that I love to laugh, ne? Ça c'est quoi? Kawaii. My sister with my cousin. Kawaii. My sister, she doesn't like pictures. Oh my god, that's Antoinette, our dog. So that is really old. That's when I left. That's like... C'est incroyable cette photo, attends. Kawaii. That, I was in Japan, I wasn't there, actually. Oh my god. Even my sister, she never knew how beautiful she was, and she doesn't know how beautiful she is. Ne, kawaii. I want to go back. Have to go back. I had my sister on the, my father on the phone yesterday. He was like, do you think you can come back home by the end of the year? And I said, I'll try. Have to. Having the girls, I've stuck myself again. Oh, putain. Ça, c'est vieux aussi. I've stuck myself taking in, you know, the girls, but that's how it is. Ça, c'est moi. C'est où ça? Koledoko. Probably my father reforming the house again. I don't have many pictures in Japan actually, I think. But it's okay. We can catch up. Ah ouais, alors ça c'est NHK. Do you know that I used to give the French lessons? The only thing that has changed, it's like really recent, but I've put on weight. I think I can work on that. It should be okay, but so far the face hasn't changed too much. Ça commence à se casser la gueule, mais bon, ça va. C'est encore supportable. Maybe at the consulate in Osaka. Attends, c'est embêtant parce qu'il y a un reflet. I think it's a mix. Okay, so we have here, that's the kawaii. I think that was my grandmother's cat. Ah ouais, ça c'est Bali with the cats. There was this restaurant that was super nice, and they were also like sheltering so many cats. Really, a really good place. Oh, suge. So NHK, because I lose track. And it felt like that was about 15 years ago. But maybe that was more like 20 years ago. But the thing is that people, they just remember and they talk to me about it. They talk to me as if I were still the sensei, you know. I am just their life sensei. Ça aussi, ça n'a pas changé. This hasn't changed either. I like to laugh and tell jokes and tease. Ça, c'est moi, that's me with Ronan, the owner of Chateau Clinet. Really like at the beginning. Ça, c'est NHK. Oh là là. I think it's better if I take them out of the plastic. Happy. We were saying that, I think my Japanese friends were saying that France, who I was working with, looked a little bit like Mr. Bean. Because of the sourcil. Bon. Maybe we don't need to go through all the, that's the studio. Nice. Happy people, né? I mean, if this is printed, this is where mobile phones were not, you know, we were not using mobile phones to take pictures. And so, you know, what was funny is that the NHK, they don't pay much. And we were shooting every Saturday, every 2 weeks on Saturdays. And after that, we would go to dinner. And we were basically using the few money we just made shooting 2 episodes. We are basically right after, you know, just spending it. Je te l'avais dit, c'est qui ça? I remember, what was that name? That guy is, you know, I don't watch TV anymore. This guy was so famous. And I was like, why is he so close? What was his name? He was a gay boy and so famous and so funny, such a nice guy. Do we have 日本の方今見てます? Do we have anyone watching like who's Japanese? Do you know this guy? 彼、この人って誰やったっけ？名前忘れちゃった。Please write in the comments if we don't find out who this guy is. I have achieved so much. Thank you for saying that. I think that us human beings, we tend, well, I don't know, it depends on people maybe. Yeah, because some people think they are just like, oh my God, so successful and beautiful and whatever, which is great for them, I guess. I'm not this kind of person. I'm more like always, not always, I got better, but sometimes when I stress out about, you know, those unreasonable and I think that we tend to worry about things that will never happen, and that this is why I don't watch TV anymore. And now these days I think I have to stop watching the news because it kind of makes me sick. I mean, those things we can't control, right? We have no control over. But sometimes I'm like, I'm like, oh my God, I have those times in the year when I'm just like, oh my God, and where will I be when I'm old, and I'm not going to get a pension, and you know, because I'm in between two countries, you know, so. And I know that even some people who are working, maybe they will not get their pension anyway, so this is not reasonable to stress over those things that will probably never happen. And what if I get out after this life and I'm in an accident and I die? I will have spent so much time worrying about things that I should not be worrying about, right? But sometimes I'm like, you know, hey, think about what you have right now, and that you've put your balls in different baskets, and you know, so, and what you have achieved, which is not bad. Indeed. Jessica, salut. Jeff, salut. But you know, I always think, oh my God, I have to do more and more and blah, blah, blah. So. But this month, self-care month, we forget about all of those things. We focus on the present. This is what I tell myself. We focus. And what I have gotten better at is priorities. What are my priorities even for work? Because, you know, from end of June to last weekend, it was just so crazy busy, and there are things I was like, if I haven't done it, it's okay. If people have to wait for my answer, I don't want to just fall sick, have a fever, break a fever or something like that because I don't even take the time to sleep, right? This is one thing I've gotten better at. Such a nice team. That was the last year with that guy who was a Japanese actor, young actor. Pictures from yesterday. Check out on Instagram. I'm always eating. Yeah. Yes, 28 years. Ah, everybody's joining. Nice. Ah, so nice. So, yeah, I want to print out some of the pictures of the babies and that I took recently. Ça, c'est moi, that's me, because I used to play the shamisen. And I was in a program, a New Year's program, NHK program, which apparently is a big thing. Yeah. Ah, ben voilà! We get to the shooting. This guy is super duper famous, but I forgot his name. He was so totally my type at the time. And I got to do a program with him. I don't feel, he's not so good looking now. Alors this, you know, I feel, oh my God, all the makeup she had put on me, this is not even me, and I look like a hostess. And so, or like Debbie Fujin. Debbie Fujin やこれはすごいな。すげえな。ちょっとモデルみたい。Now with the looking not directly, I feel like, and I think how we apprehend things depending on, you know, I'm like, oh my God, I look like a fucking model. すげえな。すご。This is good. I think I should do some, I've never done, it was hard for me at the time. I could never do like stills. And I could never like really strike a pose like models, you know, but like doing modeling for like, you know, travels or this kind of thing, even still pictures I can do now. 大丈夫。すげえなこれ。これさ、I have, maybe I have to take a few pictures and put on Instagram. Ne? What do you think? So that's not, these were not mine, of course not. They had lent me. Ne? Est-ce que j'ai pas I don't have the whole, no. This was for a job of, I was playing like a flight attendant. Oh my God, I have to send pictures. これはどこ? I don't know where this is. Maybe shoot, どこかなこれ? I don't know. Kawaii. Oh my God, my sister. Bad girl. Oh my God. Just like not my grandfather, but a guy who was, so he was intellectually challenging. I had great conversations with this guy when I was a student. That's retro 80s attire, or like hostess club attire, I would say. Ne. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? Karaoke. Oh my God. This was when I was working at Mitsubishi in Amagasaki, close to Kobe, which means that was that guy was my direct boss, the guy in charge of me. That guy was sitting next to me. Hayashi-san, I don't know why I remember his name. Inoue-san and Hayashi-san やったと思う。面白い。That was still that time when you had to go out with your colleagues in Japan, you know. I have lived that era. Not the bubble, but... Oh, Venus. I'm your Venus. So, I rescued her with the boyfriend I had at the time. Don't think like I've had so many boyfriends, okay? Mais bon. And he was living in Gap at the south of France. And I went there with him, and he was obviously living on his own. And I'm like, you have to get a cat. We go to the SPA, French RSPCA, and so we got Venus. They just had gotten kittens. That cat, when I left for Japan, she was still alive, and my sister took care of her. She lived until 21. すごいね。すごすぎる。Because in the end, I ended up getting the cat because the boyfriend, we were still together, but he was in the army and he had to go on a mission somewhere. So I was like, I'm going to take care of Venus, and then I so knew I would keep her. So weird. That's my sister at the pachinko. Putain, elle a l'air trop contente, la fille. Do I have a picture of my old boyfriend? We will check that out. We are going to see. So pretty, so happy. So kawaii. Kawaii. That is about 27 years ago. 26, 7 years ago, because that's the beginnings of me in Japan. Ça c'est quoi? Yeah. So I was in Italy taking care of some Japanese people. Well, you can't see. You've seen my all back hair style already. J'étais pas une fashionista. Ça c'est où? Well, this is good. We are doing this because the pictures are getting stuck together. I think this is in Paris with that, you know, beautiful chandelier. Do you have pictures of your old boyfriend? Ah tiens, alors? Do you guys and girls, who's got a picture of his old girlfriend and her old boyfriend? This was a fugu restaurant in Wakayama. With Japanese friends. I think we went to see some plum trees. That's in Wakayama. No, you don't. So windy. I think my sister hasn't changed much either. Must be the jeans. I think, you know, that's what I've been thinking lately. That, of course, we have to try and have a good life hygiene, like, you know, not to live too much in excess. But I think that some people, no matter how hard they try to, you know, do this or that, and they, you know, that just the appearance changes very. My wife got rid of my old girlfriend. Did she ask you? Did she ask you to do it, or did she do it herself? So funny. I love it. This restaurant I was going so much when I was living in Iidabashi. J'adore. I have to do live streams more often. We have to hang out, guys. By the way, I noticed, I think I got more followers recently because they broadcast the Honda, Journeys in Japan Honda program. Thank you. Welcome to our new Fit Jennifer family members. Allez, hop. Fais voir. I can show only old French. No, I will not show Japanese exes. I don't think I should show because they are still alive and in Japan. So. Ah, c'est chou, mais pourquoi? Parkin, are you a woman? Why? Chotomate. Okay, I think that if it were right now, I would be okay with it. When I was younger, of course, I would be like, probably have been pissed that my boyfriend. Your bad choice. Ah putain, ça colle, ça s'est collé. Right now, I would be okay with it. Hey, you know, guys, it's like we had a life. I had a life before I met you. You had a life before you met me, right? Hopefully. Well, now I would rather be like, I hope the guy has seen it all, because if not, then, you know, because now if we make the decision to be with that person, that's how, what I think, that if we make the decision to be with someone, we've seen a lot, right? You know, so we know the pros and the cons, first of all. And then I believe that, well, personally now, I think I know what I want. No, I will rephrase that. I know what I do not want, which to me is vital, because there are really patterns of things that I definitely don't want. Yeah. I'm your Venus. Alors voyons. Ça c'était, that was before going out on the summer a long time ago. Kawaii. Yes, Chimi-chan, 28 years. Edouard, est-ce que tu veux venir dire bonjour, bébé boy? Come and say hi. Viens, sexy boy. Sexy boy. Oide? I feel comfortable with showing you Edouard Julien today. Edouard Julien is un petit fellow. That's me in my Audi when I was still filling in. Seriously, now I would explode it, I think. Viens bébé. Viens mon cœur. Viens dire bonjour. Viens bébé boy. Let's show everyone 28 years later what kind of son I have. Bon, tu viendras quand tu voudras. Edouard Julien is un petit fellow. She was, that is just, oh my God, 99, June 12. She was working in front of me. She was like the assistant of everyone, like the kind of secretary job, doing all the odd stuff in the office at the prefectural government. This comes from Australia. I think I bought it myself when I went to Australia. Was it 5-6 years ago? I think I bought that one myself, yeah. Edouard, because the door has fallen. So I thought, you know. You like it? It's nice, ne? Australia has the best stuff. There might be some trip to Australia someday, real soon. That's in France. That cat loves to eat hair. Kawaii. This is in a town called Bazas. You can see the beautiful church. Edouard, le plus filou des squirrels. Ah, so nice. I made some kind of syrup with all the plums that I had. Ah, ex-husband, can't show you that. Ah, Ça c'est... Okay guys, do you want to see my very first appearance on Japanese TV? It was in a program that I was dreaming of participating in because you got to eat. I don't remember the name. And that program was just so popular. 何やったっけ？ちょっと待って、書いてある？違うわ。And every week they would introduce 2 types of food and there would be guests, and at the end you have to vote to pick the one that you think is going to win, and those who picked well get to eat the food. And I picked well, so I ended up eating the food and it was nice. I don't remember the name. Oh well. Ça c'est Wakayama, always the same people. When my sister was revisiting. Nice. What was that program? If I remember, I will put a comment. Cheese, Monogatari. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? That was, I think, a cheese event because I can see people. So I was living in Tokyo already and in the food and wine business already. You miss me so much. I miss you too, guys. I know that I always try, I'm back on the saddle, but it's, the name wasn't behind, Jeff. But I just get caught up in life and things and just like so busy. But this month, as it's going to be self-care month, I might do another live stream again. Donc ça c'est la France, Saint-Émilion. I'm good, really good. How are you? Saint-Émilion. With these friends buying like all the Angelus and like, you know, super, so nice, huh, Saint-Émilion. What is mixing in the right circles? Ah oui, d'accord, oui. I got it, yeah. The cheese circle, né? Yeah, the best, né? Edouard de Julien. So did we figure out what this top fan crown thing is? The French accent, thank you. I know that some people hate it. Well, until now, I just got someone who was just wrote a bad comment. And you know what I think about people who, I'm like, si t'es pas content, tu changes de chaîne. If you're not happy with my accent, just change channels, ne? Sorry. Trying my best here, ne? Is it super hot here now? It is. But on the coast with the, you know, we get the sea breeze. So that helps. Squirrel used to be the most popular. The thing is that I never wanted to have one, as you know, because I think, I mean, they are better in their natural habitat in the forest. But you might remember that I rescued him from the mouth of my neighbors, and he was just teeny tiny, his eyes not open, and I could never got his mom to take him back. So he requires a lot of work, guys, I can tell you. Alors voilà. What is Crown 3? How do you know that? Ah ouais! Nani kore? Top fans. すご、なんで？すご。 Jade 2, Jeff 3, XGG, hi, Paul, Jessica, Danielle, Anyuka Tarkin, Linda, Susie, who... Non, attends, c'est quoi, c'est Susie? Chuck, Jimmy. Is it like maybe people who watch? And maybe then if you do, because Zane also, you regularly make me gifts, so maybe that's also why. I'm not sure, have no idea. We have to check that out. This is not like, this is wine pictures, not very interesting. Yeah, okay, that was like a barbecue. Not super interesting. I want to do barbecue on the beach. But I have to, seriously, the beach in Kamakura is just so crowded that I go to beaches where I know that there are not so many people. I have a bicycle now, did I tell you? So it's good because it makes me exercise also. I can tell you I sleep well in the evening when I ride my bicycle for 5 or 10 kilometers just to go, because then I have to go back, right? I was doing like a food, wine, and French lunch. It's nice. Happiest. Nice. Edouard de Julien is very cute. Ça, je peux pas vous montrer. Ça, c'est nice. In Kyoto. Black and white pictures. I almost look Chinese on this picture, I would say, no? Interesting. I want to go back to Kyoto. I have to edit the... I'm just like so busy and now I'm kind of tired, but I have to edit the Shinmonsen pictures now. Allez, hop. Et ça, c'est quoi, ça? Ah ouais, non, ça, c'est too personal. Ah, ok, attends, fais voir. Ça, c'est quoi? Ça, c'est à Paris. Paris. Nice. That's what I was in my prime. In my 30s. J'aime bien dire ça. I like to say that. I don't know why. It's funny. Ça, c'est qui, ce bébé? I don't know who's that baby. Or maybe that's my cousin's baby. So thin. Qu'est-ce que tu fais, toi? Ah bon, he's cleaning himself. So, you know, squirrels, it's terrible because they have this, they mutilate themselves. Just a quick note. And Edward requires a lot of attention. And we were in Kotori. That's when my sister used to live in Kotori. At the main, our favorite bar, Central. Nice. This is good. Date. Ah, that's when I ate at Robuchon with some customers. That's when I was doing the cooking lessons on the NHK. And when I was wearing a lot of yellow and orange. Okay, okay. Ah, ça c'est nice. Ça c'était, I think around Hakone maybe. Nice. Good memories. C'est où ça? Ah, Montmartre, c'est nice. Nice. I think that Sachi is looking for Momo-chan. Okay, cool. Et ça c'est quoi? Did I try to do, yes, a kind of diary? And I always stop after 10 days. Or like travel. Oh my god, c'est ce vieux là. Like an old SNCF ticket. I have stopped collecting all the airplane tickets and like kabuki stuff. Some stuff I can't throw away, but yeah, some tickets I just like just toss it away. Et ça c'est quoi ça? Ah, we still have all these pictures to go through. Attends, fais voir, est-ce que j'ai raté des grands... Alors, à les métros de Marc Chagall, à Reims. This place to me is a power spot. Each time I go and I just like these stainless glasses are so beautiful and you just feel so small in front of such beauty. So this I should keep also. Well, I'm keeping everything obviously, but so what are your plans for this weekend, guys? Ah non, ça c'est du courrier. That's some mail that I threw away some stuff when I moved, but some stuff, you know, you just keep and keep and keep. So I think that's all for the pictures. You know that I should do this next time I go back to France because I must have so many oh my god, yeah, all the pictures of me and my sister when we were kids. And also I have brought back to France pictures taken in Japan. So I will have to show you that someday, I guess. Voila, I think this is it for today. I hope you will love seeing some of those oldies. And it was nice. Thank you for keeping me company. I have to think about when I'm doing next private live stream goodies tasting with my patrons on Patreon. It might be tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. Okay, I will go to the convenience store and buy some stuff. I might have to cut a part of this video. I will leave it on like that for some time, but I might not feel comfortable with keeping it like that. Don't be surprised if I do so. So my recommendation is that you those... Ah ouais, ben non, mais ils le verront pas, bon. This is the end. Even if I say that, those who will, they will not know, they should watch it to see it entirely today, but it's okay. It's not a big deal. Voilà, voilà. Not sure when I can do a food hunt to celebrate squirrels that are funny because they are very often they are like and cleaning their bowls. C'est marrant. I maybe won't find this funny, but what? I'm live streaming, man. You know. Mais bon, c'est pas grave. The thing is that it's so hot, guys. that I should either try and do breakfast, but the thing is that when it's still not too hot, not so many places are open. And then in the evening, but the sun doesn't go down so early, so I don't know, or maybe I'll just do like sunset, or we will see, but preferably after 5:30 or 6, because I don't want to be like too sweaty. Voila, you have a good weekend. I'm going to great stroll down memory lane. Thank you, Jeff. I'm going to think when, I think it will be tomorrow, guys, the private live stream on Patreon. Thank you for the happy 28th year. You can still join Patreon to see, it's the goodies tasting thing, so if you'd like to, please do so. Or join the channel, because what I might do is share the link for, you know, those who are members of the channel, who might actually be all also, I think most of you are actually patrons on Patreon. But thank you so much, Zain. I will try and enjoy something nice tonight, and I will see you again very soon for, I don't know what, something, sunset, chit chat, or cooking, whatever. And I will keep you posted, guys, about Momo-chan. I'm supposed to get her back in between 5 and 7, so I will post something on her, and even on my Instagram, I guess. Okay, thanks a lot, lots of love, and see you soon. You have a great weekend. Okay, à bientôt. Thanks for joining. Arigato, Linda. See you soon. Bye, guys.